If you had a breakup with an avoidant, you're going to feel like you got tricked somehow in the first few months of the relationship. You're really going to look back and say, they were all in. I swear, like I was there. They made plans with me. We fell in love. We talked about a future. And then months later, all of a sudden, they pull back from all of that and they become a shell of the person they were in the beginning of the relationship. You hang on for a really long period of time because you feel like they're somehow going to get back there because you did see a part of them that was fearless in that moment. They weren't afraid yet of something going wrong, of conflict, of trouble, of the possibility of being too close and then getting hurt. So you did see a side of them that actually exists. So don't go back and doubt that. I know we hear a lot about love bombing when it comes to a narcissistic personality type because it can look and feel the same, but one is very different from the other because one, there really is that true love and that true connection. And it's just a matter of after a little bit of time, the person really pulls back because of the fear of getting a little bit too close. So it's just like double-edged sword that because they felt so close to you and so connected and did see a future, kind of scared them into pulling back and taking some of that affection back and that love and that closeness. So you're really in a space of not knowing what the heck happened here and then consistently going on for months and months and months trying to get back to that little bit of that person that you saw that you are sure exists, but you may never see it again for a long period of time. You might see it even after a breakup where they can talk to you a little bit more and tell you some of the things that were going on in their head and express themselves. And you feel like you're making a breakthrough, like, oh my God, why couldn't you tell me these things before? Well, now they're clearly outside of the relationship and there's no risk of ruining that relationship. It's done. So now they feel almost free again. There's no fear of what's going to happen on the other side if we have these really tough conversations. So it's a really difficult place to be because you're going to question your own reality and you're going to wonder if anything was actually real. Yes, it was real. It was as real as you felt it. They were in just as much as you thought they were in until it got a little bit too much for them to handle. So it's a very difficult breakup. It's a difficult relationship because you're going to lose yourself in that relationship trying hard to get back to the beginning, which you probably won't get back there. That's not to say things can't change on the other side when people discover how they were operating, what was happening, and if they want to do better. But for the time being and for the relationship that you were in, they may have never gotten close to the person that they introduced you to at the very beginning of that breakup. Really tough one. Really tough one. Questioning yourself. Don't. You know you were there. Really get yourself in that moment and say, was I there? Do I believe what they said? Yes, I do. Because yes, it is true.